Hi, I am Charcy Curtis. Some of you may know me as Sizzle Diva out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. But this is the IM4GOD Movement podcast. For those that are just tuning in, this is where we tell different testimonies, share different testimonies from different people, walks of life. And today I have a guest that has his own book, and he's going to be sharing with you his life story. The name of your book is Never Too Late. Yes, Mike, he's a good friend of mine. We grew up together. We got history, but I mean, to see where he's at now is like amazing. God is doing amazing things, but he has a story, well, it's testimony, and we all do. And the whole thing about IM4GOD Movement podcast is to help somebody out there. So I'm hoping that somebody out there that he can really, you can relate to him, help you get out of your situation, show you, he's going to tell you his story, and maybe who's to say, because that's what it's all about, to help somebody out there. But Mike, tell the people a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Well, I released my book in May of 2020, this year. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, it's been like ongoing. Mm-hmm. I mean, people been requesting it, giving me good feedback, getting emails, and DMs that let me know that the book is very inspirational.
That's
which
good.
I wrote it to be inspirational,
Right.
and just that my story is inspirational by itself, because that's how I was living. These the steps God taking me through,
Right.
to show other people what I've been through, and it's never too late for change, or never too
Exactly.
late to evolve in life, period.
Right.
If you read the book and see what I went through, you'll be amazed.
Right.
Like I supposed to have been gone 20 years ago,
Right. But God said, no, not yet.
and I'm 40 now. I'm about to be 41 next month, to be exact. But this book has set a platform for me, and now it's a business.
Right.
Never too late is a business.
Yeah, it is. You're doing a lot, a whole lot, Congratulations again.
Thank you.
At the same time, I want to tell you, that, just tell the people, because you was raised with your mom, but with your dad in the
My
house?
dad, he was in and out. Like, I wasn't really raised by him. He wasn't in the household. He went to prison a lot. And it was just me and my mom and my siblings. So my father figure was the oldest drug dealers in the neighborhood, and my brother, my oldest brother.
Okay, so what would you tell someone out there, far as your dad not being in the household, that far as it's you can still make it, right?
Yeah.
And that's why you have a program, you and some other guys, as far as like a Big Brother program.
Right.
And congratulations,
Word up, guns
Dad.
down.
Yeah, congratulations, Dad, too. And that's to help other kids understand, like, what y'all didn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and
that father.
instead of resorting to a gun, you resort to the Bible.
Right. Okay.
Resort to the house of the Lord.
Yes.
Or to a role model.
Okay. Tell the people. Tell them a little bit about what the guns up.
Word up, guns down.
Okay.
It's self-explanatory. The word up, which is the Bible.
Right.
Put the guns down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's to trick them a little bit.
All right.
To let them know, like, it's word up is a slogan by itself.
Right.
We ain't really talking about word up.
Right. Okay.
We're talking about the Bible.
Okay.
So we incorporate that with the minister, which is Kevin Moore.
Okay.
Shout out to him and Maurice Melvin.
Okay.
Melvin Love Foundation.
Okay.
Shout out to them. They're my partners. I work with them regular.
Okay.
And it's about, like, we used to be rival enemies back in the days.
Right.
We just shoot at each other, rob each. It's just be tension between us. Now we together.
Okay.
And we showing other people that y'all can do the same thing. Yeah. And we just let them know that we've been through all the gunplay, all the violences in Fayetteville, and we're here to tell our story. We live to tell it.
Right.
A lot of people didn't make it to live
Exactly.
to tell it.
God had plans, and it's for this day.
And I'm
right.
just riding the wave.
Right.
I'm riding the wave.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm proud of all of y'all. I had Maurice on here before earlier, And I'm going to get all three of y'all together so you can explain to the people more about it, because there's a lot of people, parents out there that need that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's lots of parents or whatever. So they need that big brother, because, you know, it ain't like it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Free of charge.
And it's so crazy, because even when I remember when coming up, you know, like you said, the boys on the corner, they promoted, go to school, get good grades.
That was our dad.
Right. And then now it's like, you know, they don't care. They really don't care about the generation. So I look back and I'm like, wow, you know, where did we go wrong at? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, looking at you, it's just like, I'm glad to see where you're at now, and I'm glad I'm just
like I said, it's not even me. I'm just riding the wave.
Right. I'm excited to see.
Every day I wake up, God is taking me to different places and open up different doors.
Right. Where He's going to take
go.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever happens.
Yeah.
I just step out on faith.
So, you know, what was that moment, you know, that you can say that you was, because, you know, we all have our days, that you was mad at God?
My child died from cancer. Lung cancer. I questioned him. I was mad. I was upset.
Right.
And in the wake of his death, that's when I started writing my book. And I didn't never really pursue the book when I got out of jail. I came back home and was discombobulated because of his death. I couldn't get it together until I got back in tune with life.
Right.
And I went back to the streets. And got locked back up again. And I told my aunt, I said, send me that book I wrote in jail. And she sent it to me. I revised it. So once I started writing, I knew I had more to tell.
Right.
So I said, man, I need write another book, part 2 and a part 3, because I'm keep going. I can't stop.
Right.
I did all my time writing. Right. And anybody that was there with me, they were like, Skrilla, you did most of your time writing in that cell. Come out of there. But I couldn't. I was locked in, so I came out and did the same thing. Threw it on the shelf, let it catch dust, and about a year or two later, I just came when me and you had a sit down, and you presented to me that you had a person that published books, and I was like, oh, yeah, I got a book.
Right.
I got a book that's been sitting on the shelf for 2 years, and you say, here, we exchanged, you gave me this information, and the rest was history.
Yeah. God is good. Yeah. I remember that you was talking about the book you had did, and I was like, look, I was like, you serious? And he was like, yeah, I'm serious.
I wrote this book, this actual book, in 2014. No, 2013. Rolling over to 2014, because he passed December 2013, 29th.
What would you tell somebody that lost a loved one? Like, how'd you get it, you know?
Well, it's kind of different when they die tragically,
right?
And
of course,
dying natural cause. So it wasn't nothing tragic. It was gradual. It was a gradual death. We knew he was dying, and the doctors tried to make it like he wasn't. That he was in remission. He was going to school, and all you gotta do, you know that he's a child. You know where he's at. He's in heaven. Yeah. All we got to do is make it where he at.
Right. Right.
Where the loved ones at. Yeah. That you know they gave their life to God. Yeah. And just hope it don't be no tragic death when you can't give your life back to God. Right. You could be. I was on my dying bed one time, and I my dad came to me and said, "Boy," and he brought a preacher to my deathbed. I was shot up on the bed. I just knew I was, I knew I was going in because I didn't have no feeling until I woke up, and he was like, "You got a calling on your." The preacher like, "You got a calling on your life. You need to change your life." Yeah. And I was like, "Man, what calling on my life?" Right. And I was rapping at the time. And my dad said, "It might be that rapping, but I didn't go with that." This came about, and it go hand in hand with music. It's the same story, just without a beat. Right. Same story. Right. So I let the young guys. I can't compete with them in the music no more because they done took it out of.
Yeah,
context.
they on something else.
Right. I can't compete with it. I'm 40. I'm about to be 41 years old. So why not write my book, something that can stick with you forever too? Right. All you got to do is read and visualize.
Right, and it's a true story.
As long as you paint that perfect picture, and it's authentic.
Yeah, it definitely is.
No lies, no nothing. Yeah. The good, the bad, the ugly, and that's what the 2 represents. It symbolizes my son. His name was Two Butt. Okay. He died December on the 12th month, on the 29th.
Show the people the book so they can see.
He died December the 29th, which is the 2's in there. Yeah. Then my second son, he was born December, the same month of my son's death, on the 2nd. So that's what the 2 symbolizes. Never too late.
That's a book definitely y'all
But
should definitely check
now,
out.
Never Too Late is more of a brand.
Right.
I got the clothes, I got the attire, the hats, the bags, bracelets.
Because it's never too
selling.
late.
It's never too late for nothing.
Right. Especially when God, hey, God is the one that say, today you live, today you die.
Right.
So with that being said, like you said, that's a mouthful right there. What is one of those moments where you can testimony, you can say, like, you really, without a shadow of a doubt, knew God was real?
When I survived
When
those gunshot wounds
that was
on my deathbed, and I thought that was me. Like I was on my deathbed, like, yeah, I did this. Yeah, I'm real. All the while, it's God.
Yeah.
I don't got no control of it.
Yeah.
He gave the surgeons and the doctors the ability and the knowledge to save me, and it wasn't me, because there's guys is gone now that wish they were still here and couldn't fight it.
Yeah.
So that's why I knew it was real. I was still in denial at the time. But when I got out this time for my 4th bid, I knew it was real, because people was coming to me out of nowhere like, you need to do this, you need to do that. You think you need to go ahead? And I just took it in effect and pushed through and took it serious. And during the quarantine time, that's when I really got this book together. People don't know that. When it was locked down, when everybody had locked down in the city,
Right.
or in the country,
Yeah.
I really had time to revise my whole book and bring it to life more, because it was kind of old, and I had to bring it to life so people would want to read it.
Right.
I use the same terminology they're using now, updated.
Yeah.
So if the quarantine, the pandemic never happened, I would never had time to do that, because I wouldn't have took out time to do it. I just would have tried to get it published and push it out there.
Yeah.
But now I'm glad it happened. So things happen for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a true statement.
Oh, yeah. And I tell people all the time, like, even God is doing something. And if you ain't have time to talk to him during when that shut down, you got a problem.
Right.
Because when I say he has done so much in my life, and I'm quite sure we all got different testimonies, but my heart go out to those that didn't take the time to talk to God and see
That
what
was
it
the
is.
time right
yeah,
there.
right. Or who you telling? So I tell people all the time, it's nothing like getting your own relationship, with him. And so he can guide you and show you the way, And
he knows your heart, so you can't trick him.
Yeah, definitely. And what I have to ask you, when you wear your for God, what does it mean to you?
I got my for God now. I still represent. I still got the mask from 6 months ago.
What does it mean to you?
Because I'm for him, and it's self-explanatory. It's
Yeah.
universal, and just letting people know to back up off of me. I'm just one of the soldiers.
Right.
I'm for him.
Right. And what came across your mind whenever you said, because you could have picked any kind of picture, but out of all the pictures you put on the back of your book.
Oh yeah.
What was coming across? What thought came across your mind when you do that?
You gave me the opportunity to get this published. You can't. I mean, if it weren't for you, I would never got it published. I'd probably still shopping around, or it'd be still on the shelf.
Right.
So I said I could pay her back homage by representing her on the back of my book that won't never change.
Right.
It's all over the country, on the internet. However you get this book, it's still gonna be that same picture there where I forgot.
Yeah, thank you.
So people gonna know
Thank
that brand.
Well, we definitely thank you. The I'm For God movement thanks you.
Right.
And God definitely thanks you. You know what I'm saying? And he has, this is the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I can't even wait to see exactly where he's taking you, and you and your friends that y'all doing a little man up.
Word up, goes down.
Yeah, yes, because that's something that definitely
Needs
that we
to be.
need. And I have to say, what is that thing that if you had one shot to tell the people out there, what would that be?
Get it together, because these are the last days. You can believe it or not, but there's too much stuff happening. It's time to get it together, and it's never too late to get it together.
Right.
You could be 70, 80 years old. You can be a bum on the streets. You could be a killer in jail that can't get out.
Right.
Get it together with God, and like you said, have that get that personal relationship with him.
Oh yeah.
So you can have a chance.
Right.
He can start blessing you too.
Yeah.
And just get the hate out your heart. Anybody that got hatred in their heart, get it out.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll live better.
Yeah, a lot better. Yeah.
Support each other.
Yes.
And just do the right thing, and because it's two karmas.
Yeah.
It's a good and a bad karma.
Right.
So whatever you give out, you give in.
Yeah. Tell the people how can they get your book, how to get in contact with you.
You can get my book on Amazon or me, or you can go to JJ's on Ramsey Street. It's a new store that just opened up. or Johnny Boys on Yakin Road, there and there. Also my attire. Or you can call me, you can contact me, you can email me on heelmike619gmail@gmail.com or my website www.mikeskrillerhill.com. Facebook, Mike Godson Hill, Instagram, Never Too Late _26.
Okay. And like I said, I thank you for taking the time out.
You're welcome.
You know,
Thank
because
you.
you got a busy schedule,
Right.
But I thank you for coming and congratulations again. And for y'all, I want to thank y'all for tuning in because, like I said, you never know who I'm going to have on here. And it's all about, letting you know the same thing God did in the Bible, He's doing today. So with that being said, He's the same God yesterday, today, and forevermore.
And tomorrow.
So listen, you just don't know who's going to be on here, but I hope that this is helping somebody out there. And definitely check out the rest of the podcast. You don't want to miss none of them because you never know. You can give this information or give the podcast to someone else. So until then, see y'all. Thank you again for tuning in.